Obviously, ransomware has been very high profile recently with a number of incidents that have grabbed global headlines. There's been suggestions that the attackers are now making tens of millions of dollars from their nefarious activities. To defend against this, there are multiple strands to anybody's defense strategy. But a lot of people have been asking us recently for just a reminder, a checklist of what you should be doing. And I'll just throw a few suggestions of things that you need to think about to wonder how ready you are for dealing with something like this. First of all, can every device in your network directly talk to every other device in your network? And if so, why? Because that's not necessarily prudent security practice. What is your ability today to actually detect if an attacker has made it onto your network and is inside trying to progress things? Also, how quickly can you detect and respond to an incident? How would you respond to an incident if you didn't even have access anymore to your own computers? Do you have a plan? Do you have information available? Do you have literally a list of phone numbers of the people that you need to contact in an emergency? And do those people know what their role is? Can you actually get a team into place quickly where everybody fits together into a practiced, planned process? If you had to disconnect from the internet, how would you even start? And who could even authorize it? Do you have backups which are outside the reach of attackers? Because if all you're doing is online backups and attackers compromise those, you're in a world of pain. In fact, the Conti ransomware strain that's been an incident recently, one of the first things it does is try and delete the shadow copies of data on endpoints and look for other backups online to add pressure to organizations to force them to pay a ransom. Have you actually prepared and tested a business continuity plan? If you haven't done that, it's way too late to do it when you get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning saying that your data center has, spotted something unusual happening. You need to be ready to respond. And if the worst happens, how quickly could you actually rebuild your critical systems from backups? And something that can help with that, by the way, is to have VMs on standby that you can have a basic level of critical service reinstated while you do full forensics and full recovery. Do you know who you'd call if you needed urgent expert assistance? And there are people out there, but if you literally can't even use your computer, where would you start? And a final thought is, if you've had near misses in the past, have you really studied them and learned from them and improved your security? So I know these are some scary topics, but it's always better to stay left of bang. Think about what can go wrong. Think about how you can prevent it. Hopefully make sure it never happens, but hope for the best, but plan for the worst.